Hey everyone, I welcome you all here. I'm Shivam, full stack developer, and this is the submission for chubb-studio Innovation Challenge Hackathon. The product that I am introducing is Insurance Center, and I just came up with a case study, and it's not very intuitive, so I'll just skip this. But the main story behind this case study is that a person is getting to know about the importance of insurance, and then he's having a trip, so he's planning all the insurance covers that he has to take, and then he struggles to find the right insurance for him. Like there is a lot of options, a lot of things happening, a lot of technical terms which he gets confused, and other ways that he has to visit different websites for different kind of insurance and all that stuff. So to make the whole process more intuitive and user friendly, like how users can interact with the an application and come up with all the filterings they want to make and then get the suggestions. That is what is the purpose of this product is. So iCenter is exactly solving this problem. It is I would say a wrapper on the Chubb APIs. User can actually filter the data, like what is the insurance type they want to take, what is the location, date range, and everything, and then they set up these filters, and then these filters are translated into the query language, and then it hits the backend Chubb APIs, it gets the data and then returns the response, and then lets user select the terms, what is if there is any discount available, what are the premiums, what is the cost, and everything, and then they can make the final call. So without any further delay, let's get into the product. So here you can see that, by default, these are the filters that are applied. So you can select from the insurance type. These are all the parameters that are given in UAT version of the Chubb API. So, all the options, you can select the insurance type, you can check on the date range. Date range is something that is not available, but this is something that I think is useful, especially for my use cases. Like, let's say if I'm going to travel to a specific place for a certain amount of time, you know, I would be seeking insurance for that date range, or let's say not even that. Let's say I go for higher studies for 2 years or something, and if something happens in that particular time zone, based on that, I want to get insurance. So for that, we can have this date range. We can do select all these things and make the selections. Then the country selection, like in which countries the insurance should be applicable. If it should be applicable globally, then different countries that one can pick from. Then we have insurance packages. We can just remove it, or we can just select all those that applies. Then the type of payment the user is interested in, because let's say if it is a travel insurance, I mean, you are making a trip and only for that period, maybe you don't want to have installments, instead you want to pay in one time, and then you have monthly options, quarterly, annually, and so on. So there's a lot of things that you can configure up here. And finally, price range. So price range is like minimum amount, maximum amount. So basically the range in which user is willing to pay the premiums. That's it. Okay, so one can just set it to like 8, 5, whatever they want. And then this is a function, create my custom combination. This is like when we have that much of penetration where we can have customizations, then this option would be valid. But for now, these all are there. So once you are done with the filters, you can just click on apply filters, and then it will give you the response. So let's say I don't want to see the ultimate plan. I'll unselect it and then apply the filters. So now I see these two plans, and we can see that name of the insurance, what is the type of it, if there is any discount available, what are the coverage details, like what are the insurance type and the amount that is being covered, then the premium and payment details, and what are the coverages and everything. And if the user is interested into knowing more, they can click on terms. They can see what all is covered with the description and everything. And let's say who all is covered. If the spouse is covered, then what is the coverage amount and dependents. And if the spouse is not covered, in that case these would be cross marked. And if they're happy that okay, this looks fine, they can just click on purchase and do the thing. So let's say if I go to gadget, I think, and let me check back ultimate plan, and let's apply the filters. So you can see that family is marked cross. So basically these insurance seems like they are just available for the individual. And if I go to term, these are not eligible for spouse or dependents. So that is one thing. And then we can just click on purchase, enter the purchase information. Like let's say I can put my name and my email, like let's say example@example.com. And of course, this is like a very raw UI. The user can be redirected to some page and all that. They can open these documents and then they can decide, okay, this is looking good, and then confirm the purchase. So once they confirm the purchase, they get the message confirmation, and then they can close the window. So this is all this product is about. And in case if yeah, for some filters, if we have no results, then it will just show that you want to reset the filters in order to get the response. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. Now let's get back to the presentation. So what are the future enhancements for this application? Now the next step would be to make this app, like let's say it is hosted on the shops web app or something. We can create an iframe out of it, and then that can be integrated with any partner web application or anything that would add mobility, more accessibility, and better reach. So let's say if a customer is purchasing an insurance through a partner web app, they could just go, let's say, a chatbot integration which comes as a pop-up at the bottom, and then they could set up all the parameters, and then they could purchase right away. So that would add ease of accessibility and better reach. So I think that is a good future enhancement. Then on-demand user customizations and combo offers. Again, this is something that is more related to how the partner and all these businesses happen together, and that. But again, if there is combo packs for like let's say additional discounts available, etc., then it would make the application more user-friendly and better UX experience. Like sometimes we want to handle some use cases in a different way, show different messages and all that. So that is one more thing in plate of future enhancements. So I hope you like this product. You can try it out. It's https chubb-innovation-hackathon. It is hosted here. You can check it out. You can play around. And that's all for this presentation. Thank you very much.